Hi, this is Martina. Welcome to Tidbits. Let's talk about how we relate to other people. So, I've been pondering this for a while, and what I notice is that there's three ways we relate to people, right? One that, many of us would consider the ideal one would be when we are equals, right? We just walk along each other and we celebrate each other's successes and are just on the same level, I'm going to say. And it's actually quite challenging because in a world where we learn to judge and compare ourselves constantly, um, more often than not, that's not the case, right? So the other two is when I feel superior. For example, I know more, or I believe that your thoughts are wrong. Um, and in that moment, I will talk down to you, put myself a little bit on a pedestal, believe that I'm better than you and I deserve better. And it comes with entitlement and arrogance, superiority. Um, and on one hand, it just, you know, and there's fight to it as well. I am better than you. Who do you think I am, right? Uh, the issue with that one is that it leaves us always, um, I'm going to say a little discontent because we're disconnected. We're not really connecting with people. We are not really present to them and loving on them. And um, and people know this. And immediately when you talk down to someone, they go on the defense and they will um, resist, I'm going to say. Not necessarily fight, but they're going to resist, or they're going to yes you to death and then do whatever they want, or and it will leave them with a little bit of a bad taste in their mouth, right? And then the other way of relating is if you feel inferior, so you feel smaller, and that might be with a parent, with a boss, maybe even with your partner, or with a very accomplished friend, or an important person, right? And what we do then is we make ourselves small and we give away our power. And the issue with that one is that we then resent people, right? We blame them for us having given away our power, for us having deferred to them as the important person or um, as knowing more. And we get angry and angry at them, angry at ourselves for not having stood up. Um, so not good either, right? And on the other hand, the person we defer to, we give our power away to, might become a little resentful because they don't want that. They want a partner, and hardly ever we show up as a partner, right? Or that would be the goal, and we're all works in progress. So let me go back to the first example where we're equals. Even in relationship where you feel like you're equals, every so often there is that point where you're like, wow, you're so great. I could never do that. And then you just make yourself smaller. Or really? You think that? And then you're immediately superior, right? And so my invitation to you is to really take time to observe your relationships and see where do you give away your power, or where do you step up and are a little arrogant, and then really, really take time to celebrate where you are equals and where you are at the same level as other people. And then let me know how that's going. Have a fabulous, fabulous day. Bye for now.